Yeah, let's try. So let's take a look at example 4. Let's see what you can do on your own. Okay. So let's solve for n plus 24 is equal to 85. And throw in a visual here. Okay, and then we will check. So remember, you were thinking about part plus part equals whole. Whole minus part equals part, right? Where do those numbers fit on your visuals? Hey Zoe, Miss Trapasso came looking for you in the lab. Will you run down there? Okay, for the sake of time, let's go ahead and keep going. So let me walk through this, and you guys check your answers to see if you are, if you were on the right track, if you are on the right track, how it's going. Now, again, if I'm looking at n plus 24 is equal to 85, I'm either asking myself, is it part plus part equals whole, or is it whole minus part equals part? So I'm going to go with part plus part is equal to whole, because I've got one item plus another item give me 85. So 85 will go into my whole number box. 24 will go into my first parts box. Same thing here on my triangle. Now, I know that part plus part is equal to whole, but what I also know is that if I take my whole number and I subtract one part, I should get the answer to the next part, right? So that should give me my n, or my missing part. So over on the side, we should have 85 minus 24, which will give us 61. And I will put that here in my second spot on my visual. So for my checking, again, I would encourage you to just plug back into the original equation. Just make that your habit. So I've got n plus 24 is equal to 85. So instead of n, I'm going to plug in 61 plus 24. And if I'm correct, my answer should be 85. So 6 and 2 is 8. 1 and 4 is 5. It is correct. So n is equal to 61. Raise your hand. How did we do on that? We're pretty good. If you did not get it right, tell me why. What's happening? Anybody want to share? Anybody? Bueller? No? Okay. So if you don't want to share, that's okay too. Let's take a look at another example. We're going to do quite a few of these, okay, just so we kind of touch on a little bit of everything and have lots of practice.
I'm already on the 3rd page.
Okay. Write smaller. All right, so let's take a look at this and say n minus 72 is equal to 16. All right. I don't know why you would be on the 3rd page. I mean, I don't know. Do you write way bigger than me, or? Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. None of your business. Okay. So, check. All right. Take a look at this one.
I can write something.
And let's see how you get started, and then we will check back in.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, listen up. Sounds like y'all are all finished up. So let's talk about this problem. Raise your hand if you want to share what you think the 72 is. Ashton.
The 72
Uh-huh.
is the whole number.
Why do you think that 72 is the whole number?
Because if it's minus, you said how on the first page that I was on,
Uh-huh.
and you said whole minus part equals part. So I did, instead of the whole minus the part, I did the part minus the whole.
Okay. So let's take a look at what she just said. What she said, guys, was that because there is subtraction, who's still talking while I'm talking? Let's make it stop. It's rude. Because it's subtraction, she thinks that the 72 is the whole number. Now here's part of the problem. When we go back to our original visual, what I know is that whole is made up of two parts. So I cannot subtract from a part. Okay? I can only subtract from the whole number. So this problem is a little misleading in the fact that you're kind of zeroing in on that on the subtraction, but you have to subtract from the whole number. So whatever this number is up here, these two pieces add together to make it. So I can't subtract from something else. Mr. Lozano, what do you think? Tell me what happened with you and what are you thinking?
So like the n is the whole number, and then second.
You said the n is the whole number, and why do you say that?
Because like the whole number like can't be the whole number, and that's the one like you're
Okay.
Something like 72 because it's
Okay. Now, so Ashton, do you understand where he's coming from there?
Yeah.
Okay. So also, here's the other thing. If you're subtracting 72 from something and your answer is positive, right? You should have a 16. That means this number has to be bigger than 72. Okay? So hold on to your thoughts there as well. N has to be bigger than 72 if 16 are going to be left over. So N is definitely the whole number. What does that mean for 72 and 16? Hannah Banana?
Can I say,
You may answer my question. What is 72 and 16?
the part?
They're the parts. So let's plug them in down here. Okay, so they are the parts. The N is the whole. So 72, 16. Hannah, what do we do to find out what N is?
We add 72 plus
So she wants to say part plus part is equal to the whole. Is everybody with us? So now we're going to take the two parts and add them. And what do we get? 88. Does everybody agree?
No.
You said no. What do you mean no? What's wrong?
I did subtraction and I got 56.
Okay. But do we agree that 72 and 16 are the parts?
Yes.
Then we have to add them together. So these two pieces together make the whole. So we're saying N is 88. So let's check it. Again, here's my original equation. N minus 72. So I'm going to substitute 88 for the N. N minus 72. And that should equal 16. So over on the side, you should be subtracting 88 and 72, which gives us 16. So that problem, guys, is correct. That problem is correct. All right. Anybody need 30 seconds to continue this? Oh, let me put 88 up here. All right. Finish writing. Let me put it. The answers in our visuals. Finish writing that down and let's keep going. Well, shoot fire. Y'all gonna have like a 3-day weekend to forget all this. Great. Great. I might just make y'all watch this video again. That'll be fun. Yeah. This again. All right, let's flip over 2 more examples and we are done. I'll give you your assignment. So, whoopsie. Get rid of that. All right, let's take a look at example 6. And that one says 44 minus n is equal to 29. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. All right, get your visuals down. And you will check. Okay, work that on your own and then let's see how you do. I want it that way. All right, so let's take a look. Somebody help me. Who? Alice Ann with an E, what do you think 44 is? And why?
I think 44 is a whole number.
Because
Because the first number is bigger than the one that's shown.
it's big. It's the first number and bigger than the one that is shown. Now, I think I would take it a step further and say it is the first number in the the subtraction problem. So it is the whole number because we are subtracting the part from it, right? Do we all agree with her? I think so. I'm going to put 44 up here in my visuals. Now, so what she said was this is whole minus part is equal to a part. So what does that tell us about 29 and a banana? That 29 is a part. I mean, there's not much else it can be. So we've got the whole and we've got the part. What can we do with those 2 numbers to figure out what the other part is, Jordan Hatchett? Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Now, what can I do with that 44 and 29 to solve for the other part?
You can subtract them?
Subtract. Tell me what I'm subtracting. What's my problem? 44 from 29?
No, 44 and 29.
Okay, so tell me what I'm writing down. 44 minus 29, and that should equal n. Anybody disagree with Mr. Hatchett? All right, so you should be over here on the side, unless you're lazy. Stop singing. You should be doing a little mathy math on the side. Okay, we're subtracting with borrowing, so somebody give me an answer with your hand. Raise an answer. Is it 5?
No.
5.
It's 15.
Is it 15?
Yeah.
Oh. N is equal to 15. All right, so let's do a quick check on that. Again, I'm going to take... Now, some of y'all are talking over me. And it's not okay. Anna, don't take his stuff again. Don't be crazy. Ma'am. Yes, tell me what I do to check it, Ashton.
You put 29 on.
Whoops. Stop there. Hey, Rudy Pants. Y'all will stop talking or I'm going to give you a check that counts for 2 for Monday. Please do not talk while somebody else is talking. Ashton, I'm going to be nitpicky and I want you to use the original equation. Y'all are not listening to me, but I'm telling you, use the original equation. So 44 minus n equals 29. How can I use that to check my problem? 44 minus n equals 29, my original problem. What can I do with that in my answer to check my work?
You put 44
Uh-huh.
on top,
Uh-huh.
and then you do 29 on the bottom.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at this equation. I've got 44 minus n. I said that n was 15, So I am going to substitute that in and say 44 minus 15 should be equal to, look at your original equation, 29.
That doesn't make sense because isn't it 29 minus 15 or plus 15 equals 1?
Now, here, look back up here though. This is what you're solving for. You're solving for the problem. 44 minus n is equal to 29. Now, down here, we said that n was equal to 15, correct?
Yeah.
If n is equal to 15, I should be able to plug it back into this equation. Right, Teo? Right, Anna? Y'all got me? I should be able to take n and plug it in right here. And this should be equal. So that's what I'm doing. I'm plugging in that 15. I'm putting it right there instead of n. So if I have 44 and I subtract 15, my answer needs to be 29. If it is not, then that's the wrong answer. All right, a little more borrowing here, and it is correct. Okay, I want all eyes up here right now because I've said this, and y'all keep telling me something different to check. This 44 minus n equals 29. That is the problem I gave you to solve. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. You said that n was equal to 15. Yes or no?
Yes.
So, hear me carefully. That means I should be able to take this answer, plug it in right here, where that n is, and this side and this side of the equal sign should be correct. Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm saying. In the middle, if you're getting there, thumbs down if you have no clue what's happening right now. Waiting on Miles, waiting on my table. Thank you. Ashton, you're in the middle? Okay. The question is, when we're checking, n is what it says, solve for n, solve for the variable. If you think that n is equal to 15, you should be able to plug it in right here, and 44 minus 15 should equal 29. If that is not correct, then your answer is wrong. Okay? I'm not saying that there aren't other ways to check this problem, but what I want you to get used to, and I have said this for this is at least the 6th time, I want you to get used to plugging your answer back into your equation, Teo, to make sure that it works. Because this is what you are solving for. So that is how you need to check. All right. So we've figured out that we are correct. I want to do one more example. I hear somebody grumbling. You'll get over it. Now, let's do n minus 52 is equal to 76. All right, so I hear sassafras. Who else is talking right now? Because I said that you were going to get 2. A check mark worth 2, right? For Monday? Did you just throw Isaac under the bus?
No, ma'am.
Anybody else talking? Want to fess up? Please stop. We're almost done. All right, so n minus 52 is equal to 76. Take a look at example number 7. Don't forget your visual. Remember that if that triangle really isn't helping you, don't use it. And you need to check. Now, my expectation for you right now is that you have copied problem number 7. You are attempting to solve problem number 7. If it is wrong, when you go over it with me, you can erase it and you will not die. You are working this on your own. You are not sitting and talking. You are not, quote unquote, still thinking about example 6, which sounds like a lot of bull honky. All right, Mr. Lasagno, what you got? It hurts a lot. We're almost home. We're almost on our way home. Are you okay? Did you drink some water? Okay. Try to hang in there because it might just be too much candy too. You know what I mean? Like there's just this stuff everywhere right now. So, but if it gets really, really bad, run to the restroom again and see what you can do and then go from there. Okay? Okay, but you're almost done. All right. Let me pause here. All right, you guys keep working. All right, so let's check in on example number 7. Eden, did you just look at me like I'm crazy? What's wrong, honey?
You're crazy.
Why?
You're mean.
Are y'all not done? Hey, shh. Eden, what are you thinking so far? You got it written down? You got it written down? Okay. What are your thoughts? What do you think about 52 and 76? Even if it's just a guess right now, where are you going with them? Now remember, you have part plus part is equal to the whole number, right? And the whole minus the part is equal to the other part. So with this in mind, look at the pattern you have here. Which of these two do you think makes the most sense? 1 second. Let me try to help her. Any thoughts, darling?
I think she's regretting life decisions.
Her life's decisions? No way. She's just overwhelmed. Because she's ready to go home.
I mean on the table.
And that's what you get. Alice Ann with an E. Tell me what and why.
Oh, so I think that 76 is the whole number.
Okay.
Because you can split up 52 with the n number out of 76. Like you can take 52 and another number out of 76, and so that can make it that. And because 70, you can't take 76 out of 52.
Okay. All right. Ashton, do you agree?
I have no clue what she just said.
She said 52 is a part number and 76 is a whole number.
I don't agree with her.
Why not?
Because if 76 was a whole number, why would it be at the end of the number? Because on the example 5, it says n minus 72 equals 16. Remember how I was wrong on when I said 72 was the whole number?
Yes.
I looked at that again and I thought of the same thing that I did, but then I
Yeah.
didn't do it.
You looked at example 5 and said, hey, wait a minute. Kind of looks the same.
76 is not the whole number, but 76 is one of the parts. So you add both of the parts together, and then you get what your answer is, and then you check your answer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, hang on 1 second. Let me catch up. So, listen up. The first thing that we're noticing on n minus 52, first of all, we've had some thought that 76 could be the whole number. Here's the problem with that. The whole number is going to be the biggest number, yes? According to this equation, whatever n is, whatever that number is, if I take away 52, there is still 76 left over. So it's way bigger than 76, right? It's way bigger than 52. So we're going to assume that n is, in fact, the whole number. Okay? That means that 52 and 76 are the part numbers. So we're going to throw those in here. Now, what do we know from our fact families? The whole is equal to what? Sassafras, what is the whole equal to?
The whole
Uh-huh.
is
Look at your visual. You got the whole on top, the bottom is the two parts. So what do I do?
Wait. Do you do 52 plus 76?
Yes, the part plus part equals the whole. So let's take, we're going to say n is equal to 52 plus 76. I think that's where you were going, right, Ashton?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. So what did we get? N is equal to what?
Me?
Yeah.
N is equal to 128.
128 is correct. All right. If we were checking, we would come over here and we'd say 128 minus 52 should be equal to 76. If I take 128 and subtract 52, 5 and 7, yes, that is correct. N is equal to 128. Now this is what I want you to write down real quick. This is your assignment. You've got page 31 and 32 all. Alright, so mark that down. What we will do Monday is we will review and then you will get started on this assignment. Any questions?
So we're not taking those?
No.